Aging is not a process of decline, it is a process of adaptation. The human body, even in its later decades, remains profoundly intelligent and responsive to how it is treated. One of the most transformative and underestimated tools in senior health is strength training. For many older adults, the word strength evokes images of heavy barbells and youthful athletes. Yet strength in later life is not about competition or appearance. It is about independence. It is about the ability to rise from a chair without assistance, to carry groceries without strain, to climb stairs without fear, and to move through the world with confidence rather than caution. After the age of 30, the body gradually begins to lose muscle mass in a process known as sarcopenia. By the time a person reaches their 60s or 70s, this loss can accelerate significantly if no resistant stimulus is provided. Muscle tissue is metabolically active. It regulates blood sugar, supports joint stability, and protects bones. When muscle declines, balance weakens, metabolism slows, and the risk of falls increases. A fall in older adulthood is not merely an inconvenience, it can alter the entire trajectory of health and independence. Strength training interrupts this decline. When muscles are challenged through resistance, whether with body weight, resistance bands, light dumbbells, or even water bottles, the body responds by adapting. Muscle fibers repair and rebuild stronger. Neural pathways become more efficient. Coordination improves. The brain and muscles communicate more effectively. This adaptation does not stop at 60, 70, or even 80. Research consistently shows that older adults can gain significant strength and muscle mass with proper training, even if they have never exercised before. But the benefits extend far beyond muscle. Bone health is deeply connected to mechanical stress. Bones respond to load by becoming denser and stronger. Without load, they weaken. Osteoporosis, a common condition in older adults, is characterized by reduced bone density and increased fracture risk. Weight-bearing and resistance exercises send a message to the skeletal system that strength is still required. The body, in its remarkable wisdom, responds accordingly. Even modest, consistent resistance training can slow bone loss and in some cases modestly improve bone density. Metabolic health is another critical dimension. As muscle mass decreases, insulin sensitivity can decline, increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes. Strength training improves the muscle's ability to absorb and store glucose, helping stabilize blood sugar levels. For seniors managing diabetes, this can mean better control with fewer complications. For those at risk, it can serve as a powerful preventive strategy. Cardiovascular health also benefits. Although aerobic exercise is traditionally emphasized for heart health, resistance training contributes in meaningful ways. It can reduce resting blood pressure, improve vascular function, and enhance overall cardiovascular resilience. Combined with moderate walking or cycling, strength training forms a comprehensive approach that addresses both muscular and cardiovascular systems. One of the most profound benefits, however, lies in balance and fall prevention. Falls are a leading cause of injury among older adults. Balance is not merely a skill, it is an integrated function involving the inner ear, vision, joint receptors, muscles, and the brain. Strength training improves the muscular component of balance. When leg and hip muscles are stronger, they can respond more quickly to sudden shifts in posture. Core strength stabilizes the trunk. Even simple exercises like sit-to-stand movements, step-ups, or heel raises can dramatically improve stability over time. There is also a psychological transformation that occurs when older adults engage in strength training. Many seniors internalize societal narratives that equate aging with fragility. They may begin to move cautiously, avoid physical challenges, and unconsciously shrink their world. Strength training reverses this narrative. Each completed repetition becomes evidence of capability. Each improvement in endurance reinforces confidence. The body becomes not a source of fear, but a partner in resilience. Cognitive health is increasingly recognized as connected to physical activity. Exercise stimulates blood flow to the brain, promotes the release of growth factors, and supports neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections. Resistance training in particular has been associated with improvements in executive function, memory, and processing speed in older adults. While it is not a cure for neurodegenerative diseases, it appears to slow cognitive decline and enhance mental clarity. The act of learning new movements, coordinating breathing with effort, and maintaining focus during exercise provides mental stimulation alongside physical benefit. Safety is, of course, essential. Seniors should begin gradually, especially if they have chronic conditions or have been sedentary. Medical clearance may be advisable for those with cardiovascular disease, severe arthritis, or other complex conditions. Proper technique matters more than heavy weight. The goal is controlled movement through a comfortable range of motion. Pain in joints should not be ignored, but mild muscular fatigue is both normal and beneficial. Frequency does not need to be excessive. 2 to 3 sessions per week, targeting major muscle groups, can yield meaningful improvements. Rest days allow the body to repair and adapt. Consistency is far more important than intensity. 10 well-performed chair squats done regularly are more valuable than a single ambitious session followed by weeks of inactivity. Nutrition also plays a role. Adequate protein intake supports muscle repair and growth. Many older adults consume less protein than needed, either due to reduced appetite or dietary habits. Ensuring sufficient protein, distributed throughout the day, enhances the effectiveness of strength training. Hydration and overall balanced nutrition further support recovery and energy levels. Social context can amplify results. Exercising in a group setting fosters accountability and enjoyment. Shared effort builds community. For seniors who may experience isolation, group classes or even small exercise partnerships can provide both physical and emotional nourishment. Laughter, encouragement, and shared progress deepen the benefits beyond the purely physiological. It is also important to redefine progress. In youth, progress may be measured in visible muscle size or athletic performance. In older adulthood, progress may be measured in ease of daily living. Standing from the floor without assistance. Walking longer distances without fatigue. Carrying laundry without strain. These are profound achievements. They represent preserved independence. Perhaps the most empowering realization is that aging does not eliminate adaptability. The body remains plastic, capable of responding to stimulus. It may respond more slowly than it did decades earlier, but it still responds. This principle reframes aging not as inevitable deterioration but as a dynamic interplay between biology and behavior. While genetics set certain boundaries, lifestyle choices powerfully shape outcomes within those boundaries. There is a quiet dignity in a strong older body. Strength in later life is not about vanity. It is about freedom. It is about reducing reliance on others for basic tasks. It is about protecting the ability to live in one's own home, to travel, to engage with grandchildren, to move without fear. Strength training is not merely an exercise routine. It is an investment in autonomy. Even individuals in their 80s and 90s have demonstrated measurable improvements in muscle strength and functional capacity with appropriate resistance training. The human organism retains a remarkable capacity for renewal. What changes with age is not the possibility of growth, but the pace at which growth occurs. Patience becomes a companion to progress. In the broader context of senior health, strength training complements other pillars such as balanced nutrition, adequate sleep, stress management, and meaningful social engagement. Health in older adulthood is multidimensional. Physical strength reinforces emotional resilience, which in turn supports cognitive vitality. Each domain influences the others in subtle and powerful ways. Ultimately, strength training in seniors is an act of affirmation. It affirms that life in later decades is not a waiting period but an active chapter. It affirms that the body, though aging, remains worthy of care and challenge. It affirms that independence can be cultivated deliberately. And perhaps most importantly, it affirms that growth does not belong exclusively to youth. Even in advanced years, the body listens. When invited to adapt, it answers.